movie work in. I'm hoping we can finish this entire little Hogsmeade area. Hogsmeade? Hogsmeade? I can waste a lot of words trying to explain what I'll do, but let's just do it. Let's not waste time. Get straight to it. Do it. And then what I'll try is this. I actually have no idea if this will look nice. Then back here, this low, extending all the way just onto this little... Actually, wait, that should probably be path. First, however, let's work on the sides. This has to be filled in with an arch. Up these. You thought I'd connect them, but no. If this doesn't work, I will look like an absolute idiot. So please work. Or at least then grab this one. What am I doing right now? What is this? So now I have that. And it is not looking the way I thought it was going to look. Quick change of plans. I am gonna actually fill this up completely. I don't know why I thought the hole in between would be a good idea. Just selecting all of this and moving it around like that. No problem. You saw nothing. Actually, no, never mind. No, it was fine. Because look, we can simply do this. I am kind of messing it up, but you get the idea. This has crazy potential, guys. Only thing is, what are we going to do with the roof? I did not think of that, because we can't leave it flat. That is kind of lame. Inside of this, I am really just praying. Yes! Wow. Okay. Damn. Okay, so that's pretty sweet. It does seem a bit small for a kitchen, but I guess it's not my problem. So I hope I can do now is just remove one of them and then use this to just beautifully. Where has the... What just happened? Let me just try that again here. 1 and 2. That is so perfect. I love it. Okay, this rounding tool works for once. Not super great. And as always, if you want it to look nice, you gotta do it yourself. Still not amazing, but I do think we can fix that with a structure around. And let's get rid of these planks. Nice. And then up here, I actually have no idea what's gonna happen yet. Now, I'm curious if there's actually gonna be people here soon. It's still not really that busy here. In fact, there is not a single person. What happened? Anyway, or even just some buildings. I actually don't know yet. We'll see. Hey! There's Yes! Oh, that's great. I can already tell we're gonna need some trash cans. Let me just do that right now before they litter all over the place. I'm gonna use the same one again, this one. I will put one right here, right there, and just in between every 2 tables here. And let's also put one here so that, well, you can never be too sure. Look, and are we going to do it? It makes me think, though, we should probably do something very different for the texture, like this. Wooden, of course. I mean, this is maybe not... I do like it, but also not. Is there no other wood? I mean, that is horrendous. Ugh. I do prefer this more than what it used to be, so I guess let's do it. I suppose at this rate, but I think it will look just a bit nicer. Oh, look at that. This woman is just as single as I am. Look, kind of like this. Try and see what happens if we do add some rocks, maybe? There have been very few cases in which rocks weren't the answer. So let's just get right to it, because we do not love that. This is already... Wow. That is a lot better, yeah. That is actually crazy how much better that is. And what is always going to be an option is using trees again. Yes. Then I'll also grab the good old ferns to pop... Hello? To pop over here. 2 dead. Here you go. Just nice and subtle. And then if we zoom out, now we are talking. This... Oh, that is... So then we definitely need a fence on this too. We don't want people yeeting off. It's all kind of the same effect anyway. Actually, first though... Cappuccino! Anyway, I am not super happy with this entire area, especially this. The more I look at it, the more I think about it, it's just a mess. There's so much stuff going on. Buildings, supports, coasters, trees. The trees in general, I feel like are probably the worst. What happens if I just remove those? Let's see. Here you go. Is this better? Actually, that might be better. Base, we can work off of. That might change, adapt, change. But besides that, we can change anything. This is going so well. It's distracting me for some reason. So if you have any ideas what could be wrong with this besides the obvious. Okay, guys, I accidentally locked in and I built a bunch of stuff off screen. I did not mean to do this, but it just kind of happened. Over here, as you can see, this whole section is now filled up with rocks, with trees, vegetation, and here some more houses. I don't know why, I just got really into it and just kind of kept going. And forgot that I should have been recording all that. I mean, it's nothing new, of course. It's just the same stuff as always. But then also, these supports are now done. I even added this entire tube along the track to make it a bit more stable as well. But, so, yes. I did that off screen. And instead of making that like a solid building, what if we did something like this? Where you can just kind of walk underneath. Only this is not super nice now. I have an idea. Let's get rid of this stall inside of it and instead put that in here. Look, just like that. Yeah, that seems better. And then we can just close this one up completely. We'll decorate that later. So, yes. That is objectively better. Hey, there's wanted posters. That is cool. If we just pretend like this is Sirius Black, it should have been escaped, of course, but it's close enough. We can add. To be fair, it does look really nice. I like that. Is it accurate with what this is supposed to be? No. Do I look like I care? It's completely, you know, it doesn't matter. It looks nice. It's not like it's completely non-Harry Potter-ish in style. It's still not, I don't know. I'm gonna stop talking now. I'm not sure. Anyway, then for some lanterns, I thought we also had new lanterns. That is already very, very close. I just wish it had more lanterns on it. Do we not have just like an empty pole instead? And there's this, but that is not really what I mean. Really bigger and have more of a flame, but I quite like that, especially for these entrance areas. Look at, oh, yes. Okay, that is much better. Much better. But I keep getting sidetracked from this. How are we gonna do this? It's not really black. You just cannot change the rusty look. I don't know why, but we cannot match the colors of those. This looks... Ugh. I will just be using this one. It is fine. We mostly want to have them on this platform here. I have also just decided that these two things have to go because it looks ass. Instead, I'm going to put some more, you know, in-theme elements on here. Not that this is necessarily that much better, but at least it's not super colorful, which I believe to be part of the reason why this whole area looks so incredibly messy. Let's be real, this looks incredible. It's maybe not super fitting, but I like it. See, cause look, now when you zoom out, that is a lot less distracting. Only thing is the shop itself, but I don't think you can change the counter color. That's not so nice. I keep finding new things. I did not know this was a thing. That makes it look so much better. And there's all sorts of different ones as well. And this, look at that. Crikey, I'm a noob. Because, oh well, we'll just try and see how far we can get. See, this is pretty clean. It will look ass on the back. Don't worry. It was never going to be this easy. It never is. It would have been awesome though. But, look, it's not actually that distracting, but it's just not very nice. To be fair, or is it? I don't know. Guys, I think I fixed it. Don't question it, just believe it. As you can see, that is perfect. Okay, then this might fit. Then there is just the question of, will it look good in the end? But I will just put them in and we can always get rid of them later. That is kind of how this whole episode has been going, trying something out and just praying it actually works. Hell, why don't we finish it with one of these? I don't like the color. There's dirt. Is way too clean. Cobblestone path. Is this new? Or have I just not been paying attention? Besides the fact if it's nice or not, it does make it like a different thing, which is exactly what I want. This is just maybe a bit too dark. It looks a bit too close to the wood. Only thing is, I'm afraid that's the best other option. Otherwise it's this, which is definitely not it. It's way too bright. Again, it does make it look nicer due to the difference in texture. I hate that we can't change the color of each of these, because this would have been fine as well. Except it's way too light and effective. If you do that, all of this immediately looks 20 times better. Oh. Oops. We'll fix that in a sec. As expected as well, just around this edge is a good spot for it. Okay, holy shit. I changed my mind. This actually looks sick. It's still messy, but it's good messy, I think. It started looking a bit too messy, like bad messy. But now that I've got rid of the trees here and just made it all a bit, you know, more enclosed, I am starting to really dig this.